This call is
Okay.
being recorded.
Awesome. So please don't hesitate to interrupt if you have any questions at all whatsoever. That's
Okay.
totally fine. I'm also very glad to see that you were born Gemini season. I'm very
Oh,
biased toward the Angel Gang. I think that's awesome. And we see that you were born with your rising in Libra. So, yeah, I really look forward to this once again. Please don't hesitate to interrupt if you have any questions, anything you want to mention. Right off the bat, once again, we do see that. Oh, you got the transit forecast. That's even better. Okay. So, the first thing I want to say, oh, you're a genius, by the way. You got the transit forecast at the perfect time because Libra season is your first house. So we're going to see a straight shot over the next 6 months from Libra season to Aries season.
okay.
And what that's going to do is going to formulate your personality and identity as the cosmic agent and artist, right? Libra rising is a unique rising in that it literally reverses the houses. So Aries is usually first house and seventh, Cancer is usually fourth, 10th, which now speaks to the sincerity with which you approach the world as a family and can sincerely express yourself individually as a leader. Your chart is actually really awesome. You got the moon in Leo, so you're a diva soul, and the whole world needs to know you're a diva hair flip. Um,
Mhm.
it's it makes you the golden angel, so you're a queen angel as an artist. All Libra risings are artists, and y'all hook me up with fashion advice. My youngest sister is a Libra rising. She wouldn't even let me leave the house if I just was not matching well, which I appreciate now in my older age. But yeah, I also see you have the North Node on your DC. So you're an instrument of destiny. It's your, I don't want to make this too much of a natal chart reading. It's just your natal chart is super amazing. Your
You think so?
destiny,
Do you think
oh
I'm
my
not like
God.
destined for failure? Oh my God. Thank
Oh
you.
my gosh, stop it. Stop that right now. Your chart is like super amazing. And I mean, I know there's some people who feel like I say that to everybody because I read so many charts. Like every chart is unique in and of itself, but then you have certain charts that have precision and certain aspects like yours. Like to have your North Node right next to your DC is so rare. You are literally
Really?
chosen by destiny. Yeah, it's
Mm.
your 8 degrees AC and your South Node is
Right,
9.
right.
That is insane. Like you are literally chosen by destiny. And it's your destiny is literally to take the artistic, creative nature of your personality. Because if you think about it, Libra is the polished artist and Aries is the raw talent. So the pipeline from Aries to Libra is you take that raw talent, you practice, you practice, you practice, and then boom, you present it and perform it. Kind of like Bruno Mars that does choreography and then boom, presents it perfectly as an artist. So you're taking your own self, your own personality as an artist, and you're using that to hold space for others to be originally themselves. So North Node and the seventh house contacts are all about taking your being to put other people on, basically. You're balancing other
Right.
people. And, it's amazing. You could be someone who does like fashion makeovers for people. You bring the raw talent of people and you balance it and bring out their true self. And Jupiter is here. So 87 is that unique year where Jupiter fortune connects with destiny. And whenever you put yourself out there to be authentic, you can come into great luck, really pushing forward awesome relationships. Chiron is healing the assertiveness here now in your seventh
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
will.
That's the problem I have. I'm like not assertive at all. And for you to
Thank you so much
get
for
out of
saying that. Thank you so. I needed to know that. 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 Chiron is the key to unlock this. So you don't feel assertive now, but you will. After this, you're gonna be even. So and the thing is, the North Node is your challenge. The North Node is where we have to rise up to meet. And so you could be so used to compromising with the Libra South Node, where it's easier for you to just partner with people. It's easier for you to take the lead and to balance someone else. Where the North Node in Aries, your destiny is to do what you want. And that can be hard for the South Node in Libra because you're so used to like seeing how everyone else connects, where the North Node in Aries is, no, I want to do this, so you have to do something and people have to follow your lead, especially in having the assertion to direct other people in partnerships, because you're a leader this lifetime. The ruler of your seventh is in Cancer in its fall on the MC. So your legacy is to sincerely lead individually and to really express this intellect as the golden queen angel and express this enlightenment, because as a ninth house Gemini sun, you're a teacher of truth, and healing is connected to this with Chiron. And so you have healing communication opposite Saturn and Uranus, which is why you may feel like this
Awkward.
difficulty. You're going to
Yeah, I
really
feel
see in this is
awkward and I don't fit in. Like,
it's
oh
because of
no.
the it's because you're super cool and people are jealous of you. I'm gonna just be honest. Because this nature, as an angel, you're out of this world. And I know that kind of sounds weird to say, like, oh, I'm just too cool for everyone. It's not like it's not like you're not down to earth, but as a Gemini, people be hating on us. But also, you have Uranus and Neptune, you have Uranus and Saturn opposite your sun. So the opposition now is experienced as opposing influences, where every belief you have, there's someone who's playing contrarian, making you feel like you're crazy for even expressing
Yeah,
those thoughts.
for real.
But
Like for
really,
real.
you're
I was
it.
raised in a cult. Like I
Uh,
it's serious. Like my family, yeah, I was raised Jehovah Witness, and like
um,
me even taking this path to like just be my authentic self is just like blasphemy in their eyes, and they think I'm crazy, that I'm just not about all that religious, you know, I'm not about it, like any religion. I'm just, I don't know. It's been a lot of stress the last 2 years. Let's just put it that way.
and thank you for talking about the cult upbringing, because that seems like Neptune in the fourth, where you have had to deal with the strange nature of your family and the private life. It's actually highly psychic, so you're inheriting psychic power from your family. But personally, the Uranian opposition is healing the need to feel like you're not crazy, because you're not. You're a genius. You actually express genius. Uranus in the third would even denote a child prodigy, but with Saturn, your genius may have been limited, and you may not have been able to really express that because of the opposition towards your ideas and beliefs. And you know this level of genius is going to be seen as crazy because stupid people think you're crazy when really you're genius. And that is a very important healing lesson with Chiron. Like you're gonna be more assertive to break through and express what you know, because you're here to teach truth. You're ascending as a Libra rising of fairness and balance, a representative of justice, the awareness of truth that aligns with the enlightenment to show others the true way. And so Chiron evokes a healing frequency from whatever you say to heal others' minds. Now, we don't live in a perfect world. So, realistically, what this does is it triggers the living crap out of people, because the truth will piss people off before it sets them free. And I'm really grateful for you for expressing this, because this opposition is not easy to deal with. But you had your Saturn return at 30, 29, 30. And so now you're gaining more strength and power to overcome all this. And so
Yeah.
that's that's really the axis of your third and ninth. That's why it's going to kind of sense that, maybe there could be some unluckiness, because Saturn oppositions bring haters in this lifetime. But it also makes you super strong to clap back against these people, because you're the spirit of truth. And it's not even a bad aspect. It really just completes and strengthens the unconventional nature of how you're aware of the truth and can show people the meaning of what you see as the truth. And so in the third house, Uranus is unconventionally eccentric, supernatural abilities to really have authority over the meaning of what you teach. Because in this lifetime, your karma is to innovate the process of learning. And you're going to be able to innovate how children
Yeah.
learn
Oh,
through
oh my
visual.
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're
Right.
just giving me chills. I had this conversation, not conversation, but I was thinking about this with a children's book yesterday in bed. I'm just like laying in bed and I'm like, and it came to me. You know how like you get those download things that all of a sudden you get those ideas, and it
Yeah.
came to me. So yeah, that's interesting. Yeah,
Thank you so
I'm sorry.
much for sharing that. And all power to you. God bless you, because there are going to be so many people in this world who can learn so much more efficiently because of this advanced, quality that you bring. And it's a part of your karma to really, bring that attitude and awareness. So other than that, if we now look at the next 6 months ahead, 6 months ago in Aries season, we know that because the new moon cycle in Aquarius, February 2021, began a cycle in your fifth house. You're in chapter five. 2017, you started chapter one of your 12-year journey. Now you're on chapter five. Last year was chapter four, where you had to really break through the hold that your private world and family influence has on you so that you can gain autonomy, in your own private space. Now you're developing the knowledge of your creativity and your inner child so that you're in a position to express more your talents and also open up a sense of self-employment. And so Jupiter coming out of your fifth house with Aries season last year developed the identity that you hold space in your partnerships and others relative to how much more creatively you're connecting with them. The fifth house opens the door to romance, but also meeting friends of the heart. So Aquarius means that your talents here are in writing, performing, um, or even communicating to large groups of people, because this is fixed there writing on paper. And so, relative to your talents, you're evolving 12 years later, new talents. Since Aries season, you took that element of your personality towards others, built it up in Cancer season with your career, transforming your career direction based on how much stronger your talents are. And now we're in Libra season, where Leo season completed this talent of your talents, evolution of your talents, and Leo season now expressed to the audience of your 11 how talented you are by expressing this and coming into an entourage of friends. Now you're in Libra, where Virgo season released old habits. Libra season now is having you identify yourself based off of 6 months of personal growth, and now you're identifying yourself this Libra season as the artist relative to this expansion and control with Saturn of your talents. First of all, how does that resonate with you? How is this fifth house transit aligning with you? Because the fifth house doesn't even have to be talents. It could be working with children. It could be undergraduate education. It could be, of course, really unlocking your own inner child.
You know, I would have to agree with the last part. I'm actually everything. It's a mix of everything. You know, it's not just one sided of anything. I'm unlocking the fact that I need to heal my inner child, and that I do know what it. You know, I still remember what it is to be a kid, to understand what they need. You know, so I'm a stay-at-home mom. I work from home, and I'm trying to, the Libra got me kind of messed up because I can't make a decision. I want to like start a YouTube channel or something, but at the
Please
same
do.
time, I don't know.
We need you out here in these YouTube streets.
I'm scared. I'm scared of criticism because I criticize myself, and I don't know. But I know I'm like my worst critic, anyways. So,
Yeah,
but
please don't. Because,
but
I
but
mean, and
honestly, you inspire me so much. I love you so much. You're a fucking badass. I love you.
thank you so much. No, I really appreciate that. And you see, a lot of Saturn in the opposition, especially Saturn in your third, it can really inhibit you. It can really hold you back because, you're in a position to realistically hold back your own skills because Saturn brings so much doubt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you really have no business doubting yourself because you're super magical. I mean, you're so talented. Um, I'm pretty sure you're aware of the change in mind you induce in others, even if they resist it. It's hard to deny your influence. So I think coming into this next year, you're going to be able to release a lot of this inhibition, which I feel like has been projected on you. um there's a deeper spiritual reason too, if you think about exorcisms and dark spirits, why there's a lot of hatred for Gemini and fire signs. It's because the natural light of your soul and spirit will poke into the dark psychological states of others, especially seeing Pluto square your moon. So this can have you feel more into the darker parts of people, and this can just encourage you to kind of shrink back. But I really do pray and hope that you open up more confidence because, I mean, we need you out here. You offer such an ascended, enlightened perspective that it can really bring a lot of people out of the darkness and how they're thinking, which you already do now. It's just you're going to be coming into more control. So, boom, Libra season. This is cool because this Libra season, Jupiter's going to go direct, Saturn's going to go direct, Pluto's going to go direct. I love that you're even contemplating starting a YouTube channel. I would highly recommend it. You don't even have to know what you're doing. You'll as you're doing, fine tune it. But as long as you get your message out there, I would advise anybody to start a YouTube. It's just to get your message out there. You would be surprised how many people appreciate you. And there's not really haters like that. So you wouldn't have to worry about people. I mean, I feel like it's different being a woman, but I still think that you'll gain so much. And so um, what's happening now is the new moon cycle that we're going to have next week is going to start a brand new moon cycle on the 6th of you identifying yourself relative to 6 months of holding space with others and developing your character and evolving your talents. So let's say like February 11th, you've been mastering how to play guitar because that's your fifth house talent. Now at Libra season, you're a master guitar player. You've evolved your talents and you're stepping into your identity as an artist, having mastered this talent of playing guitar. And over the next 6 months, we're going to build your character by manifesting the value of that in Scorpio and then expressing the ascended attitude, developing more skills in Sagittarius, closing out the eclipse. As Geminis, we had the North Node go through our sign. And so this eclipse lesson of you is releasing old attitude in order to establish a new philosophy as an angelic being.
Yeah.
Are,
Yeah.
you are an angel, right? Like you are the spirit of truth that is able to show people the higher meaning of the truth. And so you're really tapping closer to that. Then you're going to go through Capricorn season and anchor a deeper understanding of your inner world with Venus retrograding, right? That'll set forth the career direction. Then you're going to go back into Aquarius season. You're going to conjunct Saturn again. By this time, Jupiter will be in Pisces. And this is going to start the sixth house chapter for you.
Yeah.
You're going to evolve to the next level, your lifestyle, but the fifth house is going to anchor the strengthening quality of your talents. Then, boom, you're going to have the new moon in Pisces with Jupiter in the sixth house, starting chapter six,
That's why I want
integrate.
to start something now, but I'm like, oh, I'm scared of
And,
failure. That's what it is. I'm just in criticism, and I don't know. That's, but I'm on the same page with you. Yeah. Yes.
oh, you're straight,
It
my friend.
confirms.
And
Thank
we have
you for confirming everything.
you also have to acknowledge that you have open opposition. So a lot of this isn't even your doubt. You're tapping into the collective doubt against you and you're identifying it
Mm.
because you're a living incarnation of victory. Like you're an instrument of destiny. So you can't fail. The only way you can fail is if you don't do it. So these outer forces want to discourage you from even starting because they know if you do, even if you make mistakes, you're going to be victorious. Like that's your signature. You're bringing this victory and abundance to other people, and you're walking this path with them, leading them through it as the golden
Yeah,
angel.
that's what I want to do. I want to be the first one in my family to really, you know, work and do something that they love to do, and not just work, these dead end jobs that, doesn't,
Exactly.
you know, make their heart sing pretty much. Um, but yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Uh, I'm sorry if I cut you off, but yeah, I'm
No,
like
please.
overwhelmed. I'm
You,
overwhelmed.
you actually you're actually encouraged to interrupt me whenever you want to ask anything or mention anything. But
Okay.
other than that, yeah. So that in a nutshell is what to expect, because you're going to integrate this aspect of your lifestyle. If you don't do it until next year, you might start next year, and that'll be totally fine. The chapter 6 for you is going to integrate everything that you've done since 2016, and it's going to integrate it into a newly divine lifestyle so that you can now integrate all of your abilities and talents into a divine life, that you have all of this come full circle. And then 2023, Jupiter is going to go return in your seventh, and you're going to integrate that divine lifestyle in your partnerships with others and go on a 7-year tour to finish the 12-year cycle. So you're doing really great. You're doing really well.
Thank you.
Even in the position of releasing the doubt, this is all part of the process. So by Aries season, 6 months from now, you're going to be so much more bolder in your relationships with others, because you're on a ticking time bomb. And let me kind of give you the trajectory. You're going to have the Jupiter return. North Node is going to go into Taurus. You're going to manifest the pure value of your wealth to deal with others and to barter their material resources. Then the North Node is going to realign in Aries. By the time the North Node realigns in Aries, like 2024 ish, 2023 ish, you're going to be in a position where you're realigning your destiny, and you're so much more bold and confident living up to your destiny. So take your time with this. You're slowly but surely reaching there, and you will be the first. You're destined to be the first person in your family to secure this. This is definitely, and also open it up for the rest of your family too, and other people who you
No,
love and know and trust.
I really want that. I want to open that up because, they just live in a negative mind space that it's not possible, and it is possible. You know,
Hmm.
it's in what I'm learning right now is I'm learning how to believe in myself, and that's to be optimistic about opportunities. You know,
Right.
so
And even if these things don't happen overnight, um, it's important to know that you're definitely going to overcome all of that. And it's going to happen the next 6 months is going to be a fast track into leading you there,
hmm
which is so important because personally, once again, now that I've kind of sped through that, if we kind of break it down a little bit, we're going to see everything go direct. Coming into the new moon, you're going to start a brand new first house cycle. And this is going to realign you with who you are. You're going to be taking actions socially relative to you balancing this. And Libra risings are attracted to chaos. Y'all are balanced. So the universe attracts you to chaos to balance it, which is wild. And
Hi.
right, Scorpio season, Uranus is near Venus. If you've been feeling weirdness around love, if you've been feeling this eccentric, weird energy around your relationships, it's because Uranus is making more unconventional how you manifest romance and balance and finances. So the Scorpio second house is going to manifest the action socially, and you're going to strengthen the wisdom that will add so much more confidence and challenge with the square to Aquarius how you bridge this value into a more confident expression into your fifth. The fifth house is talents. This is why you want to go on YouTube and express this. It's time. And so, boom, the third house in Sagittarius is going to close that eclipse. You're going to be so much more clear on the attitude that you're using as a resource to ascend your Gemini sun. But now this is coming out of the third. You're going to be manifesting the value of this attitude. This is also going to have you come back around and develop more of the skill set 6 months since Gemini season that has had you see a higher meaning of your life. And that's going to lead into the retrograde of Venus and Capricorn, which is going to organize and sort your inner world and how you operate your career from home, and how you also really sort through your inner world and your soul. By this point, Jupiter will be in Pisces and it will begin the sixth house chapter. So, whatever you did last month to release old habits and behaviors, coming into Pisces season will integrate newly defined habits. And the new moon that we have in Pisces is going to realistically take that brand new chapter six cycle into integrating transcending with Neptune habits that are drawing from the supernatural connection of your imagination to the astral realm to bring unreal facets into reality. And this is where the square to Saturn and Sag will challenge how much you're able to believe in that liberation and freedom. Because it'll have you kind of believe in things that are seemingly impossible, but non-linearly with consistency, you'll bring into form over the next year. So every transit from next year will be influenced by how it integrates in your lifestyle. For example, Aries of 2022, you're going to be forming new partnerships influenced by how you're changing your behavior. Cancer season 2022, you're going to be directing your career based on how it aligns with this new routine. Leo season, your circle of friends is going to transform based on how they influence your behavior and how your behavior influences them. So next year is going to really be a literal life changing year, which is going to change
Yeah,
everything.
I feel
And
it.
it's
I feel it.
amazing.
Mhm.
And it's going to be everything you deserve. It's everything you worked for. And other than that, do you have any final questions?
No, you confirmed everything. Like I'm kind of obsessed with my chart because I'm just like I know that I'm destined for something, and I didn't really not amount to anything, but I felt like I didn't shine like I wanted to. My Libra moon or my Leo moon. So, um, but yeah, I definitely want to do something for myself and to be the one to start a new a new trend, a new way of going, and a new attitude and trying to show my family and you know. So yeah, but yeah, I'm happy about everything that you said because I'm happy that I even understood it so exactly the way you've been, you know, you said it, you know.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, but thank you so much for your time and Um, hopefully, yes, I am gonna go on YouTube. You know what? I actually bought my ring light. I bought a camera. I bought everything. I have
Nice.
everything. So I'm pretty much trying to like manifest it. I'm just trying to manifest my attitude and courage. I'm like trying to just wake up one day and be like, that's it. I'm gonna do it. But I
Amen to
am
that. Amen to
okay.
that.
Well, you have a
Well,
good
you
one.
stay blessed. Thank
You
you. And,
too.
and I
You
hope
too.
you, we'll stay in touch, and I hope you have a blessed weekend.
You too. You too. All right.
All
All right.
right.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Peace.